subtle traps, subtle sense gratification. Huh? Gross sense gratification, it means like sense enjoyment. But subtle sense gratification means gratification of mind, intelligence, and false ego. So just like we should not view the gross sense gratification as desirable, we also should not be attached to the subtle sense gratification. These are collectively called pratishta. Pratishta means like honor, respect, position, exalted designations, and titles, and stuff like that. We shouldn't care for that. These are just names. And they'll go away, just like everything else that's material. You know? Don't be attached to having people offer you respect. Don't be attached to some position in the material world, or even some spiritual position. Don't be attached. We feel, actually we have some position now of instructing or giving some spiritual knowledge, and we feel it as a great burden. It's a great responsibility. It would be much easier to live without this. But Kṛṣṇa wants it, and if Kṛṣṇa is pleased, then all right, we can do it for his pleasure. But we're not very attached to it. Great hope. The strong conviction that one will certainly receive the favor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is called in Sanskrit ashabandha. Ashabandha means to continue to think, because I'm trying my best to follow the routine principles of devotional service, I am sure that I will go back to Godhead, back to home. In this connection, one prayer by Rūpa Gosvāmī is sufficient to exemplify this hopefulness. He says, I have no love for Kṛṣṇa, nor for the causes of developing love for Kṛṣṇa, namely hearing and chanting. And the process of bhakti yoga, by which one is always thinking of Kṛṣṇa and fixing his lotus feet in the heart, is also lacking in me. As far as philosophical knowledge or pious works are concerned, I don't see any opportunity for me to execute such activities. But above all, I am not even born of a nice family. Therefore, I must simply pray to you, Gopijana Vallabha, Kṛṣṇa, the maintainer and beloved of the gopis. I simply wish and hope that some way or other I may be able to approach your lotus feet, and this hope is giving me pain, because I think myself quite incompetent to approach that transcendental goal of life. The purport is that under this heading of ashabandha, one should continue to hope against hope that some way or other he will be able to approach the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Now, do you think this is exaggeration? Do you think this is hyperbole? Do you think this is just a pose by Rūpa Gosvāmī? No. He really felt like that. Great devotees really feel like that. Because we know very well that we can't do anything. Kṛṣṇa has to do everything. Especially when it comes to liberation or spiritual advancement or developing Kṛṣṇa consciousness. We can't do anything. We're helpless. We have no ability to advance in spiritual life by our own efforts. Just like when people look for a guru, they think, oh, I am searching for a guru, and when I find my guru, I will accept it. No. You cannot search for a guru, you cannot recognize a guru, you cannot find a guru, you cannot take a guru. This is all beyond our capability. Only Kṛṣṇa can arrange these things. And when Kṛṣṇa decides, then we will get a bona fide guru. And if Kṛṣṇa does not approve, then we will get cheater guru. See? Usually that's what happens. When people look for guru by their own efforts, they get cheater guru. And they get cheated. Sai Baba. Hey, Sai Baba, let me borrow your comb, man. I want one of those dues, man. One of those fro. Anyway. Kṛṣṇa. So Kṛṣṇa is doing all these. Kṛṣṇa is arranging all these things. You see, most people who say they're interested in spiritual life, really, they just want the honor and the prestige that goes with being into spiritual life. They think it's cool to be into spiritual life, or maybe their friends think it's cool. And so they want to look cool to their friends, you see? So really they're thinking, their desire in their heart is, oh man, I really want to look cool to my friends. See? That's the desire in their heart. So Kṛṣṇa says, okay, well, since you're not really interested in spiritual life and you just want to look cool, it doesn't really matter if you get a bona fide guru. So here's this whole raft of cheater gurus. Just pick anyone, that's all right. They're all the same. Huh? Oh, it is all one, you're God, yes, yes. Kṛṣṇa. Huh? So many cheater gurus. Take your pick. So if you choose, you will choose wrongly. But if you pray to Kṛṣṇa and you say, Kṛṣṇa, I don't know anything about spiritual life. I don't know what's right or wrong. I don't know who's real and who's a cheater. You please arrange it somehow or other that I will find a real guru. And then you let Kṛṣṇa do his thing. Let Kṛṣṇa make the arrangement. Let Kṛṣṇa find your guru. Let Kṛṣṇa hook you up with your guru. See? And then your desire is simply, I just want to, whatever the teaching is or whatever the practice is, let me just do it. Let me just do it and please you. See? If we think like that, then Kṛṣṇa will be very happy to arrange our spiritual advancement. Try to understand Kṛṣṇa's mentality. He has unlimited resources, unlimited power, unlimited. He's God. He's always been God. He's always going to be God. Nothing can threaten his position, you know? Least of all, a little human being. So when we approach Kṛṣṇa and we say, yeah, now I'm going to worship you, and yeah, I'm going to be the best devotee, I'm going to be the greatest devotee in the whole world, and everything. Kṛṣṇa's like, yeah, really? Mm-hmm. Heard that one before. Kṛṣṇa's been there, done that. You know, he knows the whole game. He's seen so many people, so many pretentious fools. Because this science or this practice of devotional service is not easy. It's not easy. It means going against nature. It means going against our conditioning for thousands and millions of births. You see? Where do we get the power to do that? We don't have the power to do that. We can't do that. Huh? And if we try to do it ourselves, we just fall down. We just fail. So how can we actually advance in spiritual life? By the power of Kṛṣṇa. So Kṛṣṇa is actually managing our body, our mind, our intelligence, everything. The environment, the whole thing. Everything belongs to Kṛṣṇa. Everything's under the control of Kṛṣṇa. Everything is Kṛṣṇa's energy. It follows his will. So, if we say to Kṛṣṇa, okay, I surrender, I can't do anything on my own. You please manage everything. Then Kṛṣṇa will say, oh, sure, no problem. And he just gives a few orders, and by his desire, so many obstacles disappear, and one thing leads to another, and pretty soon we find ourselves in a condition of advanced devotional service, not by our own efforts, although we cooperate, certainly, but we have to understand very clearly where the power to advance in spiritual life actually comes from. It actually comes from Kṛṣṇa. The power to do everything. The power to breathe, the power to speak, the power to think, to see, all the senses and everything. This is all done by Kṛṣṇa. It's not done by us. It took hundreds of years for scientists to analyze even the first, most basic things about the nervous system and the senses and how they work and everything. And they still don't really know how they work. I mean, they've gotten to the point now, this is the latest thing now, where if